Hey guys, I'm Lillian, aka StitchWithMe on Instagram and here on YouTube. Thank you for joining me. I hope you find something of interest. Today is the 30th of July 2021, and as you can probably tell by the title as well as this setup, this is not a regular floss tube video. This is going to be my first attempt to record a Stitch with Me. Now, I have never done this before. I don't know if I'm capable of talking and stitching at the same time, nor do I know what I'm doing. I am just going to sit down and stitch, and hopefully we can manage to make this nice to watch and listen to. So, what we have here is Waterhole Master. I keep him in this tube that has another half. And you put it on there and you can adjust the length of the tube. And then this is the chart. It is charted by Heaven and Earth Designs, artwork by David Penfound. Size, all the dimensions. So we are stitching like right there. I finished the row, so we are now back on the left side. And as you can see, I fold the fabric, except for the part where I'm working on. So if I'm working in the middle, I will fold it inwards like a book. And then I will roll it up from underneath. And I use this hair clips thingy to keep it rolled up. And that's how I prepare for stitching in hand with this piece. Then I have my bobbin of 310 right here, and I have the strand that I'm pulling lengths from on the looped onto the on here. So that is where I'm working with. This needle minder is made by me. It's also on my Etsy shop, link down below. And yeah, let's pull our first strand, shall we? This is going to take a lot of getting used to. I know that I am set up with the camera on the right side, even though I'm stitching with my right hand. But you guys are attached to like the top part of my bed in a way that the gooseneck stand that I'm using will not be able to reach to my left side. So I hope that this will be good enough. And yes, I am a floss licker. I'm sorry if that annoys you, but I am. Okay, so before we start, this is Pattern Keeper that I'm using for 3 of my 4 current whips. And I am doing extreme cross country, all the black first. So as you can see, we have finished the first 3 rows of pages, and we have 1 and a partial row left to go. So let's zoom in and work on here. I know it is not supposed to be like you're not supposed to show the chart, but you can't do anything with just what I'm showing you here. So for that purpose I will show you. So let's just try to explain how I work. Obviously it's extreme cross country, so there's nothing too fancy to tell you, but like I just look for the shortest way to travel with my thread. So what's probably going to be the case in here is I will probably like start with those 2 V's thingies there, go to the top of there, work down, take that with me, work so there, and then tackle this big thing. So that way, yeah, I do as little as possible traveling in my mind. So put it to the side and start stitching. Okay. I really don't know what to talk about. Oh yeah, so that's the thing, like perhaps I can ask you guys for questions. So if you have anything you would like to ask me, feel free to ask me. Wait a second, let me figure out my starting point right here. So that is free, so it's in there. So we are starting 2 down, 3 from the side, yeah. Okay. Now that I've figured out my starting point, we can continue. So if you have any questions, I don't normally get a lot of questions. I did get one in my last video, but I answered it in the comments. But I might, like, from now on start doing them, like answering them in my Stitch With Me's. So feel free to ask me anything. And no questions are weird or bad, or just feel free to ask. If I feel like it's too private, I would rather have you ask something and me having to tell you it might be too private to answer, than you not asking me because you're afraid to ask the question. So ask me anything, and I like to think I'm pretty open to people, so I just mark in my chart here real quick. I think that I would mostly answer the questions. The lighting is not best, so note to self, I should probably try and get a light set up behind me for next time. And then we are going up on the border, 2 down, yeah, okay. So yeah, I've been wanting to do this for so long. So it feels really nice to now be finally sitting down and stitching. Maybe you should try and play with zooming in, huh? Is that an idea? Oh, and I'm sorry for bumping you. Please don't be mad at this. Ooh, I'm so sorry. Let's see if I can adjust this. Yeah, okay. Can it focus better? There. Okay, it should stop wobbling now. Okay. So I am filming with my mom's phone because I have Pattern Keeper on my own phone. So yeah, it is kind of hard to film and use Pattern Keeper with the same phone. I am trying to like hold the fabric as still as possible, but I am stitching in hand, and I even figured that maybe, like, since I stitch, I don't have a stand or anything, so I believe that when I am... Okay, it is hard to stitch and talk at the same time. Let me see, 4 skipping. Yeah, okay. We are good. And what was I trying to say? Oh, multitasking is not my strongest. Oh yeah, so since I don't stitch on like stands and stuff, I feel like if I would stitch on something that's in a hoop or in a Q-snap or whatever, or something like Twilight Bridge where I have to change my threads all the time, I feel like it would be even more messy and annoying to watch than this, holding it as steady as possible and not having to drop my fabric every 2 stitches. But yeah, I do kind of plan to show you my method for all of my whips, because if you've watched my, or like any of my videos, but especially my whip parade, you know that I use a lot of methods. I like to use a different method for every pattern, and that's not because I like that certain methods necessarily for that certain or specific pattern. I just I like all methods. Well, not all, but like most methods. Okay, sorry for the cut in the video. Turns out my mom's phone somehow didn't have enough memory. Like, it had like 10 gigs of room, but like, so that should be enough for 100 minutes of video, technically speaking. But after 11 minutes, it was like, storage is full, and I was like, that's not possible. So I switched to my dad's phone, and hopefully this one will behave. And I am stitching slower than my usual, by the way, because I am talking at the same time, so I'm trying to look at my pattern, I'm trying to stitch, and I'm also trying to make sense with what I'm saying, which is hard. But I am pleasantly surprised by what I'm managing to do, I must say. So far, at least. That's like until I make a mistake and I find out like 20 minutes later and I have to unpick a lot of stitches. And stuff like this is going to happen because that area is behind my phone and I can't see where the thread is going. Please focus again. And every time I have to touch the phone, you guys will wiggle. I'm sorry for that. So where are we? Right there. Okay, so I don't really know yet where exactly I'm going to cut off the last video. So I might say some stuff twice. But like, okay, so I was saying you can ask me anything and I will answer the questions. And like in the Stitch With Me's from now on. And other thing was this is hard, you guys. Also, this isn't like my first language. This is my second language, so I also kind of still have to pay attention to my grammar and stuff. So that's another task to do at the same time. But we are managing just fine. Okay, and I was also saying that I would like to show you how I work on every single piece, which would be nice, but I don't know yet if I would be able to record stuff nicely with all my pieces, because like say Twilight Bridge, I have to put it down every 2 stitches to switch my thread, like re-thread my needle, and that way yeah, that might be like making you nauseous watching, but we will see. Oh, by the way, this is on 28 count easy count Swigout fabric, stitched 2 over 1 10 stitch. And you might have noticed as well that I am not like necessarily, I am making the leg in the same direction every time, but sometimes I will start bottom right and sometimes I will start top left. That's just according to, that's determined by whatever makes the distance at the back of the thread running at the back the shortest. So this row I was doing top right or top left to bottom right, and now coming down I'm starting bottom right to top left, because if I do this stitch the other way around, the distance would be greater at the back. So this is saving me thread, if you understand kind of what I'm saying. It's because if I would have ended in the bottom right here, and I would travel to top left right here, that distance is greater than going bottom right top left for both stitches. And now I have to mark off my chart again, so let me see. That's what I've done. So we are going there, these three, and then this blobby coming in right there, going up there. That's what I'm planning on doing. So, that being said, let's just answer the question I got in the comments of my last video. Again, even though I answered it in the comments too, it might be interesting for more people. Now that is if I can remember the question. What was the question again? Someone asked me, how do I count my stitches on a dimensions kit? Because those charts are on paper and I am not able to put them into Pattern Keeper. So nothing counts it for me, I have to do it myself. Now, I just do it by hand, obviously. But what does make it easier is that I am doing Twilight Bridge in diagonals of 10 stitches wide. So for every row that I finish, that's 10 stitches. So I try to only work at 2 or 3 rows at a time. So oh, this is another thing I can show you here. So when the distance is a bit bigger between the stitches, so I'm traveling a lot, I push down on my fabric before I go down my hole again, so that the tension on the thread at the back is getting a bit loose. Then I don't pull at all. I just make sure it's all the way through, and then I don't pull it. And then I tuck it another time, and now it's not pulling. It's a little bit loose even, if you can tell. So that's how I make sure that there are no tension issues when I'm working in hand. Okay. So what I was saying with Twilight Bridge is I mark, okay, so I only work on 2 or 3 rows at a time. And so when I start the piece, I started working on it like a new day. I first count whatever stitches are open in worked on rows, so that's usually not a dividable by 10 number, so that's like, last time it was like 12. So I was working on these 2 rows and I had some of it finished, and then there were 12 open stitches in those 2 rows. So that is what I mark down. And then from there, I only mark my chart when there's a row finish, so 10 stitches. And that's what I just, for every 10 stitches I mark down, I have done another row. And then at the end, I can see how many rows I've done. I multiply that by 10, and then I add the amount of stitches that I've had in the unfinished rows at the top. And then I also count what stitches I've done in unfinished rows at the bottom of the diagonal. So I hope that makes sense. Kinda. Yeah. So that is how I count on my dimensions kits. Oh, and by the way, I have done a giveaway, and I have announced the winners in my last video. Now, I forgot to bring the paper with me with the names, but I have 2 people left to come in contact with me, two winners. So if you have not watched that video yet, please watch it, so that if you have won, you can contact me through Instagram and we can get you your prize. Also, let me know how long you would like these videos to be. I've noticed that a lot of YouTubers are doing this like 50-minute long videos. I think it would be easier to do them at 30 minutes, just because I don't want to have phone memory issues every day, like every time I record. Also, I don't know yet, like when I record these videos will probably not always be the day that I also upload them, just like with the regular Vostroep videos. Those I upload the day that I record them, but with these StitchWithMe's, I feel like I might record 2 one week and then save 1 for the week after, just so that so I can give you some content in times where I am busier. That I feel like that would be nice. So also, if you have any tips for my setup, please let me know. I've already said that I will try to set up a light behind me next time, in order to, well, this is weird. I'm currently watching at the screen of my phone stitching. It is working though. But I have set up my phone in a way that I can just watch past it and look at my fabric. Sorry for the yawning. I am pretty tired. I also don't really know what else to tell you, or like what else is interesting to tell you. I can tell you what I've been up to today, but I don't know if that's interesting or not. So this morning I slept in. I didn't set an alarm for the first time in forever. So that was nice. And then when I woke up, I first went and ate some fruit with yogurt. And then what did I do? Yeah, I updated my bullet journal, and I set up my next weekly and the monthly for August. If you are interested in seeing my bullet journal, also let me know. I might show you in a Stitch With Me. And so yeah. Once I had done that, I did some other stuff that I needed to do on my laptop, and oh shoot, did I seriously forget that one? I forgot a stitch. That would not have happened to me probably if I wasn't recording, because that has not happened to me before while working on this piece, but okay. I think I will like use the last bit of the string for that. But what was I saying? Yeah, and I also like went to the store to get some bigger envelopes to send away the prizes for the giveaway. And again, there are 2 winners yet to contact me, so please do so. And 3, 4, yep. After that, I got the packages to the postal office. Oh, and in between I also got like I made an omelette, so egg with lots of greens in there, and then for dinner my dad made spaghetti, so that was nice. And now I'm recording, or at least trying to record the Stitch With Me. So that is what is happening. What else can I tell you? I simply don't know what to talk about. Like, I can tell you anything. I just don't know what would be interesting. Like, I can tell you about my workout schedule. Maybe that's interesting to some of you. I have lately been getting into skincare. Not like really into, but I have been interested in skincare, so that might be interesting. I am a planaholic, so I love planning and organizing, so that might be interesting to you. Anything can be interesting. Here. So I think I might like have this be a slightly shorter video, and then once I've gotten some feedback from you guys, I will try and make it a bit longer, or maybe you guys don't even like it that long, so I can keep it short anyway. We will see. I also thought about doing these tags kind of things. I don't know. I don't usually enjoy watching them myself, so I don't know if you guys would be interested in watching them. yeah, let me know. And if you do like watching tags and you know of a tag that you would enjoy, send me the link, perhaps. Because there are like lots of different tags out there. Oh, wrong hole. So you might enjoy one, but then another one would be not as enjoyable. 2 down. And I now hear that I forgot to close my door, so I'm sorry if you can hear my mom coming up the stairs. Yeah, I guess I should like maybe leave it at this, wait for your feedback, and we will see what happens next time. Right? I'll just finish coming up right here. There, and I will mark it off. Oh, and of course then I need to get a knot. And then I will show you some of my statistics on Waterhole Master. I forgot to do that in the beginning. And we will leave it at that. There. So let's mark off this bit. There. And we have done all of this. And as you can see, I've now stitched 103 stitches. Total is 15,476 stitches. That's all black. We have 7,773 stitches of 310 left to go. Oh, and this is satisfying. We are at exactly 6% complete. And I will finish this little stitch off camera. I promise. Don't be annoyed by it. And we will work down this page. And you will see how far I got in my next floss tube video, because I will show it there. And I will continue working it on this tonight. I am going to watch The Walking Dead with my mom, so that's fun. And yeah, I guess that's it. Please focus so I can. Thank you. So that's it. Thank you for watching. If you have feedback or questions, please let me know in the comments down below. I hope you enjoyed this video. Stay safe, stay healthy. Happy stitching. Bye guys.